Can I ask you a quick question? Because shout out to Rilla, he not here, but he always talking about this simp word. Can somebody give me the definition real quick?
Yeah, it's a goofball that goes and agrees with a woman at all costs. You feel me? Just to carry favor with her. That is absolutely a simp. Whether she's wrong, whether she's right, whether she's being toxic, he's just gonna agree. Yeah, queen. Oh man, queen.
Yeah.
Nah.
So it has two good definitions. One from the dictionary. Look, people say people don't listen to the stuff we talk about. If dictionary.com went and got a definition for simp, people definitely listen to this content all the time. So dictionary.com says simp is a slang insult for men who are seen as too attentive and submissive to women, especially out of a failed hope of winning some entitled, I think it's sex from them. The Urban Dictionary also says, and it's a shorter, succinct definition, it is when a male is overly submissive to a female and gains nothing from it. Ooh, I know too many of those.
It's actually not especially, but it's absolutely. So you got simping and you got pandering. A lot of people always get that mixed up. I'm always correcting people about it. So Humble Dad, everybody told you the truth, but the one thing that we have to also add is that the simp is looking for something that he's not going to get. The simp is overly nice, doing all the extra work, doing all this stuff because he's hoping, and it's typically to get sex. He's hoping to get something for his efforts. That is the simp that just does too much for women and praying that one day she'll fucking see me. The panderer does it just because. The panderer, different than a simp, will go the extra mile, is the white knight, is out there saving motherfuckers, is wearing a cape. He's not necessarily looking to fuck. He's just doing it just because. So that's the difference between a simp and a panderer, everybody. The simp wants something that he ain't gonna ever get. The panderer is even worse, in my opinion. He's doing the shit just be fucking cuz.
I would want to add to that. I would say that the panderer, I think the panderer actually does do it for a reason, but I think the panderer is doing it to get a better social outlook. Like I feel like the panderer says what they says so that women will see them as a good man or as a kind man or as some type of high status man.
Or like Derek Jackson. So by that
I would agree with it because the one thing I tell women all the time is like, y'all love simps and you love to use them for your confirmation bias, but they do not seem to realize that these men would not be here if there was not a benefit for them in it.
A lot of times people don't like. So I like to call it an unequal exchange of value. So what it does is it fucks those women up like you're talking about, Trigger Mike, because once they get all this value and they don't deserve it, that's what gets their head all fucking big. So a simp is just anybody who's giving too much. He has a very unequal exchange of value. He's giving a lot of free shit, a lot of fucking attention, a lot of text messages, a lot of likes on their pictures. He's just simping to me can be as simple as liking a girl's picture. Like that's how it's that simple to me. And to me, a simp is somebody that hasn't learned about tricking yet. To me, a simp is a guy who spent a lot of money trying to do all this stuff to get a girl to love him, to have sex with him and all this stuff. And sooner or later, they're going to learn, oh, I can just spend $300 and be a fucking trick and fuck the girl. But simps to me, simping is just an unequal exchange of value. And a real man stands in his frame and never does that shit and never simps because the women are chasing him. He never simps because he's never doing unequal exchanges of value.
God damn.
A simp is very beneficial, though, man. A simp is very beneficial. To me, a simp is very beneficial. We need simps. So that lets us know further what type of woman we need to deal with. If she's down with a simp, if she's okay with a simp and she surrounds herself with simp, don't deal with that heifer. You keep it moving. Now it makes it a lot more easy to filter them out.
Hey, Purple Pill. You said that liking the girl's picture is simping, bro?
Yeah, dude. I consider giving any type of value to a woman, which is giving any type of attention. Your money, energy, attention, and time, your meat, don't give it to women at all. I don't think any of them deserve it unless it's my fucking actual girl. I don't believe in giving them any type of value. It's all simping to me.
Hey man, keep that.
I'm very valuable. I'm worth a lot. So if you get anything from me, it's worth way more because I never give it out.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Jay, I gotta pull out the stop the cap, Joe. You ain't never told a woman she was attractive, bro. You've never complimented a woman. Because that would be, I would liken that to liking a picture.
Of course, I've simped before. I know all about simping
Okay.
because I've been a simp before. I'm not going to sit here and act like I've never been a simp before. The reason why I'm so much against it now is because I used to be a big simp, and I know what it looks like more than anybody because I've been there before.
I think there's an overcompensation. I think this always happens with things, right? Like everybody that calls Russell Wilson a simp. You know what I mean? Like I think that sometimes we really just take it too far, bro. You know
How many times have you?
Nah, Russell's a simp, bro.
I always ask girls this all the time on my show. I always ask, how many times has a guy liked y'all's picture, and when y'all saw him do it, y'all thought, oh, I can't wait to have sex with that guy. They never do. It doesn't turn them on. There's nothing about liking girls' picture that turns them on. If anything, not giving them attention makes them want you more. So there's no point in it. There's no benefit.
I'll tell you why that logic can be faulty, right? Because how many times do people get knocked out from a jab? A jab is a setup. It's a measuring tool. You know what I'm saying? You don't get knocked out from that jab. I'm setting you up for this right cross. You feel me? It's no more than a
like
jab. It's no
I can
more than a
understand
jab.
if you're like following the girl and she likes your picture, so you like hers back or something like that. There's definitely little games you might play with the likes sometimes that are like exceptions, but for the most part, I don't like girls' pictures because there's no point in doing it. I'm giving out value and getting nothing in return. And that's just what I don't do that. I don't do unequal exchanges of value.
Hey, I don't know how your jabs work, but shit, they land me in them buns, bro. I don't know about you.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I'm the type where like I'm very picky. I only fuck with like a certain level of girl, like over like a certain amount. And those type of girls, bro, yeah, likes don't fucking mean anything to them because
wait, do I look like I fuck with boogers, bro?
Not at all. I'm just saying that
I've been that dude for a very long time.
A lot of guys brag though about girls they get sometimes, and then I look at the girls they're fucking, and they might be whales or something. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying I've seen it happen a lot. That's all I'm saying.
I kind of agree with Purple Pill a little bit. Like if we're not already communicating, if we're not already exchanging, you ain't like my pictures or you ain't follow me, I'm not following you. I'm not liking no pictures. Like if you follow me and you like my pictures, I like something back. I'll follow back, maybe. Yeah. But honestly, 90% of the women that follow me, I don't follow back because I'm like, for what? You can follow me. I don't need to follow you. I don't need to like shit. Like, what am I giving you attention for? So I kind of feel what Purple Pill talking about. But at the same time, what Sean's saying is like, obviously, I'm gonna give a woman a compliment, but giving a woman a compliment in person when we're already engaging is very different than me just seeing a random girl on IG and liking her pic. I'm a slide in a DM before I like a pic, personally, me.
Yeah, that's why I'm a bit stuck on the liking the pic one. So I'm gonna take it. So I see what you're saying because I really like your expression about unequal exchange of value. But I don't think that's what liking a pic does. That's what what is it called? Repost in the DM does to me. I think taking it to that extreme when you're doing it, where if you have a feeling of genuine interest and you do that double tap and keep scrolling, I don't think that's simple. When you want to take it where you have no chance with this woman, but you want to take it to the extreme, listen, there's somebody on YouTube right now where I'm like, I only follow this dude to see how bad he can sense for black women. Like I only follow to see how many reposts he does on female YouTubers and Queen and the black woman is God, stuff like that. That is a simp. He's never going to get that reciprocated to him. And he's taking it to the 10th level, like somebody said, to get that love in return, like that he thinks he's getting that love in return. So I think that is 100% an unequal exchange of value.
Who is that person, Trigger Mike, that you follow? Who is that person?
You talking about the Simp God guy? The guy that calls himself Simp God?
I can't even, like, I literally just watched, like, how many people go repost today? Like, God damn.
Yeah.